Ready?
Yep.
What?
Coach, it looked like Armstrong was zipping it out there. Is there anything about him that's kind of surprised you early on?
I don't think I'm surprised just because we played against him and broke down a lot of his film as competitors. It is nice to get to know his personality. I think that's the one thing, when you recruit an older player, you don't get that opportunity like you do with younger players that you recruit for years to get to know them, and so just seeing how he treats his teammates and the way he directs guys out there on the field. He's steady, he's competitive, he's kind of a coach on the field at times, so it's good to see that side of him. He's definitely got leadership value that comes from experience and hard work, and the buy-in that he has in the offense, I think, is pretty evident.
Seems like that relationship with him and MJ and Ben even is pretty strong there.
It
I mean,
is.
what does it say about him to want to share his knowledge with those guys too?
Well, he's a good teammate, and so are MJ and Ben, and it's fun watching that room. I think Coach Roper has done a nice job building that up, and now Lex Thomas is in there, as well. And those kids just want to get better. They want to learn. They are teammates. Obviously, they're competing to play, but they also care about each other, and so they're helping each other, encouraging each other, and that's what you want to see.
Dave, a year ago, the running backs were kind of a question mark. They got a lot of some experience come back this year. Is it a different animal this year with those guys?
I would think so. I think they're hungry to, help the offense more. I think, to be a bigger factor in what's going on. I think they're, battle tested more now and have had more film to learn off of. I also think there's guys like Delbert Mims that, DeMarcus Jones that are chomping at the bit, to compete and move their way in, to the rotation more. So it's going to be a competitive spring, with Jordan and Demi and those two guys, and having Kendrick Raphael here early lets us teach him the offense early and see what he can do.
Is that an offense that kind of lends itself for the running backs to excel possibly?
Well, the thing that Coach Anai is known for is getting his playmakers the ball, and so I can't really say what position that is yet. That's the first day of practice, and it's going to take time. I think he's going to learn what these guys can do well and where their weaknesses might be and try to personnel things certain ways. But it's going to probably take until the middle of training camp in the fall, to truly know which direction he's going to take it as far as touches with certain guys.
How hopeful is it to have a linebacker like Peyton Wilson with his veteran leadership, even though it is the first day of practice, kind of like a coach on the field type thing?
Yeah, I mean, these 60-year players that you get a coach are just different. They've been through a lot. Off the field, their experience on the field is just unique. I mean, you don't have a lot of those guys that you coach over time, and in Peyton's case, that played as well as he has, the 2 years that he was able to play a full season. So it's fun watching his maturity too, just how he's grown as a leader, his ability to speak in front of the guys and to hold guys accountable. He's really, really taken another step that way as a leader.
How much fun is it for this time of the year, spring ball, where it's not just about the depth chart or whatever, it's about the competition going on at every position and you trying to figure out, who's going to get a leg up heading into the fall?
Yeah, the competition is a part of this. I think the chemistry is a bigger part for me right now. I think competition is going to take time, and you really don't choose starters coming out of the spring. You just set your depth chart for fall camp, So the chemistry of this team is really valuable to find out the strengths, where our weak spots are, and whether we need to, move guys around or recruit another guy or just get some guys better because of the reps they're going to gain over the summer. But it's a really good evaluation period. We're not in a rush. We don't have a game in 4 days. You can take your time and space things out, really teach the game.
How will the new offense help with the tight ends and H-backs?
It depends, depends on them. Again, I think this is an offense that's going to use the talent. And these guys got to earn the right to be out there and get the ball. And we're not just going to put people on the field because we have a personnel group. The guys that earn the opportunity, as Coach calls it, the circle of trust for him. The guys that he trusts are going to make plays. They're going to be the ones that are out there.
Are you liking the new assistants?
Oh, I hate them. No, I mean, Coach Anai's, brought a evolution here. He's doing a great job taking his time with it, getting to know the players. He's got a good personality. He's fun. He wants the guys to play fast. But he's going to hold them accountable, and Coach Tujay's really walked into a good room of people. That offensive line group's really close together. And so, you know, just seeing him put his fingerprints on that group, and as time goes, obviously we're just in helmets right now. It's kind of hard to judge, you know, the evolution of things without contact. So, but I like their personalities, how they work, and how they've gelled with everybody.
Are there some players that you're thinking about for wearing the number 1 jersey?
Yeah, it'll be a fall thing when we get to fall camp. It's going to take time. You're replacing a guy that wore it for 3 years, and you know, and there's several players in the running for it. But you know, when I know it's time, we'll hand it out.
Is that good, guys?
All right, thank you.
Appreciate
All
you.
right, thank you.
All right, Shem.